Hey everybody, I'm back here with a video today. This is gonna be kind of like a part two of the college football realignment. I kind of wanted to not correct anything, but I kind of wanted to add a couple of details that I missed out on the last video. So as you can see, um, last week I was talking about college football conference realignment, where you can divide everything and make it look different. I have the link right here in the description box, but real quickly, we'll go over it real quick. This is the North Conference, the Northern Conference. So Akron, Kent State, Bowling Green, Toledo. We won't go through all of them, but you could break down here all divisions. Um, um, I want to talk about the how kind of crappy that a lot of games are not on like CBS and NBC anymore. I think they should have. We'll keep sliding through it so you guys could see that was one conference. This is the Eastern Conference. You guys could look at that, pause it, and look at that. Um, and I'll move it along from time to time. Here, I think we can just play it. Um, there we go. We'll keep it playing this time. But there's gonna be something new added to the slide that I want to talk about real quick. Um, as the slide goes through here, this is the Southern Conference. Then we have the Western Conference right here, the Pacific, the Northwest, the Mountain, and the Southwest. And coming up right here, let me pause this real quick so you guys could see. All games should be shown on every single one of these channels right here. Every single one of these channels for college games. Now for pros like NFL or NBA or anything, this will change to like or MLB, baseball, hockey, whatever. This will change to ESPN News. So when we talk more about professional leagues, that will change to ESPN News. But for college, that'll be ESPNU right there. Yes. Um, I wanted to tell you guys. You guys can YouTube national championship games or video or big college football games back in the day. Not just Notre Dame, but everybody in the nation. National championship games, everything used to rotate between NBC and CBS, and I think ABC, and then Fox didn't come in until later on. But it would rotate, and we don't see that anymore. Um, the rest of these channels, I mean, this is NBC lines up with all these. True TV, probably slide it over here. But since I threw CBS Sports Network in the mix, I bumped them out and put them in True TV because NBC kind of needed an extra um, partner there. And then yes, I used the two old logos because those are my favorite logos from TNT and TBS. But anyway, um, so yeah, I wanted to talk about how college games should be shown on here. And FX they used to show in the '90s. I remember too. They used to show it on FX. TBS, I remember back in the 80s, well, early 90s more. When I remember it, early 90s. But I think ever since the 80s too, they were showing SEC games on TBS. And CBS used to be nationwide games, like the game when Chuck Cecil ran that interception for 106 yards. That game was on CBS. NBC, of course, Notre Dame's there, but they used to have big national games on there too, like Nebraska would play there a lot, Florida, a lot of the national championship games, Miami, Miami would play there a lot too on NBC. I remember a long time ago. Florida State, teams like that used to like big name teams used to be on there. When we beat Miami in the Fiesta Bowl in '93, '94, somewhere around there. That was also on NBC. I remember that. So just little details like that. I think that we have all this streaming stuff now, and if cable companies, they're gonna go away, but like all these other local these cable channels that are gonna that are on there and that are gonna they have streaming platforms already anyway. So if you can get on all these get a hold of on all these networks for all these channels here, and then you all they all have streaming services already. So um it'll be really strong. You'll get viewership from not just home, but people's cell phones and tablets and all that. If you can get these 16 channels right here, as far as conference channels, I don't think those are gonna. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe those will still be around. So, but as far as for the net for the you know regular expo, because if anybody who has like the streaming like Hulu, Sling, or anything like that, I know these channels are on there. So, but we'll see. We'll see. This is just an idea, a concept. And then for NFL, that would be perfect too. These exact channels instead of having like the red zone, and put these other channels to use. And then the Monday night game could have it fresh. It could be rotate around, or the Sunday night game could rotate around. Something, the Super Bowls. I think the Super Bowl ABC should get the Super Bowl again, and have like a 4 network rotation instead of a 3. It's good with the 3, but I think 4 would be even better. Um, so it doesn't seem like, oh damn, already back on on this one. It was just on here like last year or 2 years ago. So anyway, no, just it's just something like that. Same thing with college football and everything else. So, but yeah, these are the networks I think um, are channels that should take over. It should be every at least 2 games. Well, college there's more teams, so at least maybe 2 games on each station each week. At least something like that. I think that'll be on Saturdays, of course. Now on like the Thursday and Friday night games, those will rotate around. So we'll see. And yeah, we can kind of break down the divisions a little bit. I kind of wanted to get that out of the way first. Oh, I'm all swiping on the phone. I should be swiping here. So it's the NCAA football logo. So here, Akron, Kent State, Bowling Green, Toledo, Cincinnati, Ohio State, Miami, Ohio, and Ohio. I wanted to pair Cincinnati and Ohio together because, well, they're both in Ohio. Most of these teams are in Ohio, but a lot of people will be, hey, it's Michigan, Ohio State. Michigan, Ohio State. Um, I know, I understand that, and I'm still trying to, we're still. This is why I have the teams lined up here, so maybe you guys have ideas, a vision when you see all the teams like this next to each other. Maybe you guys can like tell me like if there's a system where every season Ohio State and Michigan can still play, or Ohio, you know what I mean, like. But the way I have it right now is like let's take some other schools this time, for example. Okay, let's just say Missouri and Nebraska here. Okay, um, the way I have it right now, like, okay, let's just take a team like Nebraska. Let's just Nebraska by themselves. They play everybody here in their division. Okay, and then that's 7 teams right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 games already automatically. And they play these teams every single year. That never changes. The only thing that changes is like if Nebraska goes to Missouri one year, then Missouri will come to Nebraska the next year, and then same thing for Wisconsin. If they come to Nebraska, it'll just keep rotating like that every other year. But anyway, back to my point. So that's 7 games right there in their division. The rest of the league here, um, the rest of the league here, the Northern Conference. They'll play. So they'll play 2 teams from the other divisions here. So there's 3 other divisions. So these are all, again, division, 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 division. Okay, they're horizontally. And so anyway, they're gonna play 2 teams from one year here. Every year they're gonna play 2 teams from each division. So one year is gonna be from this division. It'll be these 2 teams, and then another year will be these 2 teams. Oh no, it'll be these 2 teams, these 2 teams, these 2 teams in one year. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 here, 6 here, or here or here or here. They'll keep rotating. But my point, yeah, it'll be 6 here, and then so that's 13 games. I think 13 games is a pretty good number. Another system you could do too is have them play all 7 teams, and then play all the 8. You could play all. You have to play all 8 of somebody of one division, and the divisions rotate instead of the teams. I think I like playing a couple teams from each division in one year because it gives you 6 like that. If you do the 8, and that gives it a total of 13 because you have the 7 here and 13. If you do the 8, it'll make it 7 and 8. That's 15 games. That's 2 more games right there. you know, and but you do get to play the other rivals sooner instead of waiting 4 years. You wait just 3 years. So, but the only thing about that is that you have to play more. You have to play a couple more games for that to happen. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Those are just a couple of concepts there. I personally like the one because football is physically demanding, and these are still young guys, and 13's already asking them for a lot. And if they have to if they happen to make the playoffs or a bowl game just one more game, you know. But if they happen to be a team that makes the playoffs, um, you know, then they're gonna let's go to another. Well, that was an example right there. So anyway, in the other division, Ball State, Indiana, Marshall, West Virginia, Notre Dame, Purdue, Penn State, Pitt, uh, Central Michigan, Northern Illinois, Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Illinois, Northwestern Michigan, Michigan State, and then down here in the oh, and this is by the way south, east, north, and west. And here in the west we have Iowa State, Kansas, Kansas State, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Missouri, and Nebraska. Okay, let's go to the Eastern Conference now. So here's the Eastern Conference. You guys, we'll just go over the teams real quick and make a couple more points. So Army, Navy, Boston College, UMass, which is University of Massachusetts, Buffalo, Syracuse, Connecticut, Rutgers. Syracuse is in New York, Rutgers, New Jersey. If some of you, if, for the ones who don't know, um, and then there's Charlotte, East Carolina, and that was by the way the Eastern Conference North Division. And this is the Eastern Conference Atlantic Division here. So we got Charlotte, East Carolina, Clemson, South Carolina, Duke, North Carolina State, and Wake Forest. And then the this is the Eastern Conference, the South Division here: Appalachian State, Mississippi, Southern Mississippi, um, Memphis, Middle Tennessee, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. And then here in the Eastern Conference Central Division, it's Kentucky, Louisville, Maryland, Temple, Old Dominion, Western Kentucky, Virginia, and Virginia Tech. And then that was the Eastern Conference. And then Southern Conference here, um, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, South Alabama, um, Alabama, Birmingham. I don't even know why I'm naming all these teams again, you guys. But that's the South Conference, the Southern Conference East Division, and then the division below that's the South. Division below that's the Central. The division below that's West. But anyway, my point about all this is that I think about the regular season too, and it'll be. I think it's gonna help the regular season. You get the 13 regular season games right there off the bat. Okay, you rotate. It's beautiful because you could student athlete will play each team. Let's go to my league here, my side of the world here. So I can sort of show you better with these teams. I'll take my team right here for example. I've made it no secret, the Wildcats. So let's just say the Wildcats. Okay, yeah, they play these 7 teams every year. Not bad. I love that division, by the way, and you're welcome to. Um, they play 2 here. They'll make it 13, right? So it'll rotate. Like, let's say, the player, I don't know, he's a freshman. Okay, he comes his first season. We won't use this season for an example, but in another season, when all this crap gets, once I straighten everything out, and I'm allowed to do this for real, they can, and I believe I can, but because I have some really good ideas. But anyway, this can be so 6 here. So the 6 here will be the guy's freshman year. It'll be in the from the Northwest Division, he'll play Cal and Stanford. From the Mountain Division, he'll play Air Force and Wyoming. From the Southwest Division, they'll play that class will play New Mexico and New Mexico State. Home and away, home and away, home and away. Which, however, sophomore seasons will be the net. Will these be this group here? Junior, this group here, and then senior, this group here. It might not be in that exact order, but I mean, it's a model to. And then of course the seven up, and then the seven over here. The seven up here, of course, they'll play them every year, and then but that will help because it's 13 regular season games, and then let's say okay, they win their division, okay, they happen, I don't know the record, don't matter, but they win their division. They get the division winner from here, whoever that happens to be, and then all the division winners will face each other, and then they'll probably seed them by record, 1 through 4. So that the one with the best record, the champion with the best record and champion with the worst record will face each other, and the two like kind of middle ones will be in so they'll be kind of seeded in that way. So one will play 4, two will play 3. So all the division winners will face each other. The winner of those two games will play each other for the league championship, for the conference championship. So and then once that happens, so we get the winner from here, one team from there. Oops, those are the channels. I'm sorry. One team from there, one team from here, the champion from here, the champion from here, and the champion from here. That's how you get your true four um, teams there. So it kind of starts off at 16 because you get the division winners from here. So it's 4 there, 4 from that league or conference. I'm sorry, 4 from this conference, 4 from this conference, 4 from this conference. So it's 16 teams out of 128 teams. And these are student athletes. Compared to, I don't think that's too bad. Now basketball has more, 60 whatever it is, 8 now, because there's a lot more teams. There's like 300 teams in college basketball. College football, as far as like the major like major schools, like some of these are, I don't know, are still smaller schools, but their programs are their high academics make them big league schools. So which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of teams. There's 128 teams. So out of 128 teams, 16 teams I don't think is too bad. It's not watering it too much, I don't think. But and then the first 2 rounds are kind of your conference opponents, sort of. And well, they are. You get the champion from one division, and then you get the other champion. You get the winner of the other half. So that's 2 games there. You got one. So that's 17 total. If you make it to the championship game, that's 17 total. It's still, I don't think it's too bad. But if you want, also they can just do the 2 best teams from the whole league and just have it that way too, and it'll shave it down to 16. But we'll see. It's an idea. Playoff games will be separate, like every probably probably be like every week. But then once they get to the championship game, instead of playing it like right almost right away, like just 10 days apart, have a full 2 weeks like the Super Bowl and stuff. So start the season early September like they've been doing it, and then it should bring you into, instead of playing, you'll have your bowl games going on, but you have to have a playoff game at the end of the night too. So one night have your bowl games during the day, and then and the prime time nighttime game will be the playoff game for that. The first round, second round, conference championship games. Those are the ones that, I mean, the final four. That's when you start getting into like the Rose Bowls and Fiesta Bowls and all that, all those Orange Bowls and Sugar Bowls and all that. Um, but it's just an idea, and let me know what you guys think. I'll have more in here in the description below. I don't want to make the video too long. I'm already coming up on 20 minutes. So, um, but anyway, I thought we were back over here. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. Like, I want to leave it right there for now. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope I kind of cleared up some things. If you guys still have questions, let me know in the description here, and I'll answer them. And if you guys have ideas too, just let me know. And I hope everybody likes this concept. I really do a lot. And I believe in it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be recording this. So Um, but yeah, I want to do more. I want to do some NFL realignment, NBA, Major League Baseball, things like that. And if you guys have any other ideas too, any other leagues or something like that, I'll try to. I mean, if it's here in the United States, of course, I'll look into it and do the best I can. Um, so yeah, stay tuned for more, guys, more graphic stuff too, and hope you like the that one I did with the channels there. The silver and black. I think it looked pretty cool. But anyway, one day over here. Stay tuned for more, and I appreciate all of you. Take care and God bless. See you next time.